what I want to ask you is, being such an advocate for cannabis, right, and being a bodybuilder, how does those two things work? Because a lot of people would say, well, is it good for you? Is it? But what is the the common ground that you fuse both of that with that lifestyle and being a bodybuilder? Like how does that work?
I would say the use of cannabis, one, just it makes the entire experience of bodybuilding enjoyable. Uh, and not only that, the reason I really started to promote it because it benefited me within bodybuilding. Whenever I smoke and I'd go train, I was able to concentrate. I was able to enjoy the time uh, of being under the bar, of lifting the weights, and really focusing on time under tension and range of motion. And when I'd come home, I would smoke, and I really wasn't stressed, and I'd eat, and I'd just be in a relaxed state the entire time. Now, whenever I was bodybuilding before, I had coaches, I had people tell me that I would get gyno from smoking so much that it would have me have water retention, and it would ruin my gains. And I even had sponsors telling me that I couldn't smoke and promote it because it was a bad image for them. And it was just a lot of the universe telling, or the world trying to get me not to be about cannabis. So whenever I was back to on my own, and it was such a benefit for me to come out of that dark state I was in. I knew I wasn't going to leave it behind. And if anything, I was going to push it with me on this mission because it's going to be a huge benefit to people as well. Whenever they associate fitness and cannabis, you know what I mean? That's two amazing things that are only going to be benefits for one. So
Yeah, that's exactly my thought. So how do you plan to fuse both of those together? Because like you're not just a average smoker. You smoke all day, every day. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Now, so I guess so have been an advocate for cannabis. You would what are the pros of training with using cannabis? Because a lot of people say you should not try to use anything or any kind of other substance while you're trying to concentrate and building muscle. And I've heard that before. It said it's a negative, like you just mentioned. But if you can give us the pros of this as a benefit, right, based on this mission that you're on, like, what would those pros look like?
I would say for any of the bodybuilders, they would understand what I'm talking about: time under tension, range of motion, and really going through the movement of each rep. And whenever we're talking about bodybuilding, we're having reps of 15 to 20. So whenever you're high or on cannabis, it makes that time being under that weight more enjoyable and more relaxed. Now, whenever you don't smoke, or whenever I don't smoke, I'm really focused on the lactic acid buildup. You're not really wanting to finish the rep count, so I'm stopping at like 12 or 13 instead of 15 to 20. So that would be a direct benefit with my training. Now, whenever it comes to me just going home, I'm in a relaxed state as soon as I smoke, and then all I'm looking forward to is eating. And if I smoke some more, then I'm just going to be going to sleep. And if you just heard what I said, those are the key things that a bodybuilder needs: eat and sleep. So if those help me get those accomplished even more than what I already want them to do, what I want to do. So I would say that that's like a trifecta of benefits just from weed that I just gave you. That's just a couple of examples or a few examples.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, this is you're doing something that is very, I would say, unique on a granular scale, because maybe there's a lot of people that actually think like you, but they don't have the tenacity, the courage, and the vigor to really come out in the open and just be like, you know what, this is what it is. So